Men are done being used for their resources. If that makes sense, subscribe. Let's talk about it.
Good morning. Let's go over this text message conversation. I really need help, bitch. Of course you do. I don't respond. Can I borrow $60? For what? A plan B. The guy blocked me and I have literally no money. Please, I'm scared. So you spent your time and probably gas money. I assume this nigga has no car. To get cracked by a nigga that has no money and don't care about you. You told him I need a plan B. He blocked you. I'm sorry, it's not funny.
Yeah, I think you really do need your number changed because this doesn't make any sense at all. Right? You were with the man and you guys did the thing, right? Raw, right? You enjoyed yourself. And then he blocked you and you called him up. You said he needed plan B. One, why would he not at least, even if I was going to block you, even if I knew that I was never going to see you again, if we did it the way we did it, yeah, I'd pony up that $60. But this is, and if he didn't, let's understand, this is talking to the quality of the man that you spend your time with. This is the big problem. Before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Still trying to do 2 a day. Like share the video, hype the video, subscribe. So when we look at this, right, and we're trying to look with some nuance, some understanding, but some of this stuff is just kind of egregious. You got to be able to call it out. When you just look at men as a resource, and we have a society, we have a dating stratagem that just does that, right? You just need these men for resources. But now when it spills over to men you're not even dating, this is the natural consequence of it. When you just look at men in your life for what they can produce for you, when it leaves very little room for love and affection and actual care or well-being. It's just, hey, I have you around because I need this. I need to be able to extract the resource from you. Then we have these other larger conversations of, well, why is the dating game the way it is? Or why can't men and women be friends? Because friendship requires something real, something intimate. And sometimes, in this case, you just have this man around for a resource. I don't know if you consider him an orbiter, but how truthful you were in that statement shows us a couple of different things. One, you really don't care what he thinks about you. Hey, in terms of a romantic sense, you just use him, say, I need this money because, me and old boy just cracked, and I think I there's a chance I might be pregnant. I need this money. Kudos to her for being honest. I don't know what type of relationship you guys have, but that's sort of dope that she's honest about it right then and there. Secondly, it kind of looks bad upon you in the way she's viewing you. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying the way she views him. He's got no shot. He's of such little importance to her. He's just a resource. We saw that in another clip that we posted where this woman took $9,000 off of her boyfriend or fiance's account to pay out, the baby daddy who was in jail, to bail him out. When you're just used or you're just viewed as a resource, this is a natural progression. Yes, I think he should absolutely change his number. He should make sure these two have absolutely no sort of contact whatsoever again. And, if we're being frank, we're being honest, a lot of us as men have experienced this. Out of the blue, someone hits you up from not speaking, from not having any real conversation. It could be days, it could be months, it could be years. And then there's a need. That's the only reason someone thought about you. It's the only reason why I hit you up. And what becomes sort of shocking to a lot of us men is, the way we would sort of move and operate. I wouldn't ask for, someone's, money from someone unless I really honestly needed it. And then it's still a small group of people that I have this level of trust and intimacy with. That, then I would say I'd be comfortable saying, hey, this is what's happening. Because, again, kudos to her. When you're asking someone for money, they deserve the honest truth of what's happening. You're revealing to him, you're broke, right? You're broke and you still went out with this guy and he got what he wanted and he bailed. When we talk about the status of the dating game, when we make it seem like it's okay for women the men are the ones that cannot be broke. You leave yourself open to a world of hurt like this when you're a woman and you don't have your finances under control. As a woman, you should not be dating if you're broke. I think that if you want to look at that and say that's fair for men, that's also fair for women. You need to have your own. You need to have the ability to get yourself out of a bind, out of a jam. If you can't put your hands on $60, then I'm frightfully afraid of your lifestyle, of how you're living, how you're moving, especially if there's kids or there's other responsibilities in there. This is terrible. More than likely, and I think I'm trying to be a little generous here, more than likely, this is what men, when we talk about gold digging. Gold digging isn't necessarily saying that I have to have gold in order for you to dig for, but I have resources, as do you, but you are unwilling to spend your resources. You could probably just as easily get that $60 via, asking other people or put it on a credit card. But if I can use you and your resources, then I'm better off. This is what we mean by gold digging. It's not just that I have to have an exorbitant amount of money and that's why you're there. No, you simply want to use my resources without any type of recompense. You don't care about my well-being. It's just so I could hold on to mine and, I can expend yours. You hear, just like in the other video, where she was saying, yo, you don't need the money. You don't need the $9,000, making it seem as if it's so unimportant. No, if it was such a small, trivial thing, then you would have been able to do it yourself. But we know what the truth is. And this is me being generous. I understand that some people can't put their hands on this type of money, the $9,000, not the $60,000. But if you cannot afford protection, you can't afford emergency contraception, then why are you fucking? Why are you having sex at all? If you're not dating stalwart enough people to just say, oh, I'll kick up. Yeah, we both did the thing together. I can kick up for, plan B. That is at the very least, that's the minimum he should be able to do. He should be willing to do. But you can't get that out of that. Again, that speaks to the character of yourself, because these are the people you allow around you. And let's not pretend as if it's just something like, oh, we suddenly people with this type of character, this type of movement, blocking you as soon as you guys finish having sex. There is the rest of life looks like those are those type of people. Most people aren't going to do that. Most people are stand up there, have a conversation with you. If I have no intention of seeing you again, I'm certainly not going to sleep with you. I'm certainly not going to do that. I'm simply going to, okay, yeah, date's over, whatever it was, and say, be well. I don't want to have an actual real connection with you. But that's how I move, and I think that's how actual accomplished people move. So when I think it's a fair assumption to lean into and say that's probably not what's going on around you. Listen, I could be off base. I could be completely off base. Let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And if you listen to my voice now and you have not subscribed, I think you should. I'm trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.